Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is meant to be a tutorial about Oswegatchie Summer Camp for FFA advisors, agricultural educators, or anybody else who wants to lead a group of youth to Oswegatchie for a week of summer camp. The Summer Camp Oswegatchie hosts is a Sunday through Friday, technically a 5-day event, where teenagers come to the woods and we just give them the best possible experience in the great outdoors. It is located in Croghan, New York, about 12 miles from Croghan, 2 miles inside the Adirondack Blue Line. It is a pretty awesome place. 1,200 acres, 4 very large ponds, and a lot of stuff going on. If you are new to the FFA, and I tell you, the FFA can be a complicated thing if you're a new person to it. Oswegatchie is a wonderful opportunity. It's founded in 1946. It's here for you and your students to take advantage of. It's not meant to be a burden. It's meant to be an opportunity. If you don't know Oswegatchie, the best place to start off is at oswegatchie.org, and you find these links here. Some of them lead to other Oswegatchie websites. We do have a lot of different stuff going on, from retreats to road course programs, environmental ed. We have a lot of stuff going on. This is a great place to start your education and what it means to be a part of the Oswegatchie experience. If you're talking just summer camp, oswegatchiecamp.com is clearly the best place to go and learn about summer camp. We have a lot of photos on here, lots of information. It's maybe too much information on some pages and too little on others, but we have a lot of opportunities for you. You go on here and you can learn about what goes on during the day. You can pull down menus for ropes and hunter ed program we offer, night times, what's going on in the evenings here, see videos of the camp. We even have a parents page in a research-backed document from the American Camp Association on here. FAQ about summer camp. You can look to our online store. You can link back to the main oswegatchie.org back here. If you click on the camp media, you see all these different links right here for different resources. If you go on there, we have the camp details blog, which is the kind of insider information about Oswegatchie. PDFs for brochures, PDFs for flyers, videos are embedded to our website. Our YouTube channel probably has over 200 videos about Oswegatchie. They have a pretty decent Facebook page. On that Facebook page, we have at least 15,000 summer camp photos from the last couple of years on there. Expedition Outdoors is a local PBS show that was done about us, and we should be releasing that between May and June. That's not up to us when it gets released, that's up to PBS, but it was a professionally done video. Pretty exciting. We do have a promotional video embedded right in this website. This is not available on YouTube or Facebook. It's embedded right here. And I also have promotional DVDs I can send to you. I can send you a handful of them so you can share with the rest of your kids in your school and help do promotion. Going back to the promotion piece right here, when budgets are good and you don't really feel the need to recruit to get more kids into your FFA chapter or your ag education program, recruitment doesn't seem like that big a deal, but it's something you've got to do constantly. So when times are bad, you can still have the enrollment in your classes to validate your position in your program. Oswegatchie Camp can be a valid part of that. When kids come to Oswegatchie, we're not shoving ag ed and FFA stuff down their throat. We're giving them an excellent time and just simply kind of give them a little drip feed of FFA content. The nice thing about that is it gets them excited about the FFA, and then they want to go do FFA stuff. Well, they got to sign up for ag classes to do that because it's part of the intercurricular approach to agricultural education. This content is just all about helping you build up your enrollment to summer camp. Now, let's say you have a kid who's going to come to summer camp and he wants to come on his own. This is the place to send them. The rates and dates has all sorts of registration information on here. They can deposit money in the camp store. They can pre-order stuff from the store. They can make final payments or register online, download the brochure. They can get the PDFs of the brochure and registration form if they want. It's all right here on this registration page. But more importantly, you're going to see this teachers page right here. You go up and click on that. FFA Advisors and other educators, some more fuzzy stuff here. A wonderful official guide for FFA Advisors at camp. It is 6 pages of frequently asked questions, strategies, theories, things that you can use to make Oswegatchie a great place for you to spend time. And over here we have a nice warm fuzzy video about FFA advisors and teachers talking about why Oswegatchie is an important part of their summer. And down here you have the registration page where an FFA advisor can go through and register as many kids for camp as they need to right here. Now this technically doesn't ask for payment here, but asks where should we invoice the payment. One thing you need to understand about registration is to get the early bird reward, which is $50 off registration, it needs to be payment at the very least needs to be received or postmarked by June 8th. We have a very late early bird, but because of that, when it's time for early bird payments, we really need to have them in. Talking about math a little bit here, an FFA member can come for $350, which is $55 cheaper than a non-FFA member. But if they pay in full by the 8th, they can save $150. So they can come to camp for $300. Then, depending on how you work with your chapter, you can even do other things to reduce their bill. Teachers, this is a great resource. This is the fastest way to register your kids for camp and make life easy for you. Now, let's talk about you being an FFA advisor and getting kids to camp here. You can do it a couple different ways. You can be like, kid, you're on your own. Here's how you register. Go for it. And sometimes that works. Sometimes you can offer transportation and get kids up here and go back home and work all week long because there's none of your FFA kids around bothering you. You get a lot of work done and get caught up then. A lot of FFA advisors, probably, and family members, maybe about 100 or so, will spend a week with us this summer at Oswegatchie. They will have their spouse with them, usually their children with them, significant other, and they will be here. And an FFA advisor works for 16 hours each week just doing work around camp. Sometimes they're working at the sawmill, sometimes they're dropping trees, sometimes they're doing carpentry projects or painting projects or landscaping, whatever they want to do. You got to admit, going to summer camp as an adult might seem a little weird, but it is pretty awesome. And you get to spend 5 days in the Adirondacks, and usually the Adirondacks is a much nicer place to spend a week in July and August than wherever you're from, because it's the Adirondacks. You got a beautiful pond, you have all this other stuff going on, and when you get here, basically the camp takes over the supervision of your children or your campers when they're here. You don't even have to pay attention to them if you don't want to. Many advisors love watching their kids and see how they flourish while they're here at camp, but at the same time, you get to relax and network with your fellow FFA advisors, because the reality is that many of our other FFA events throughout the year, you don't have time to talk because you're so busy running around doing contests and $100 things. This is a great time to get to know each other and network and make some real differences. Last but not least, one of my favorite quotes about summer camp and the why you should send kids to summer camp is we have a teacher named Steve Paul from Sherburne, Earlville, and he'll tell the parents when all the kids get on the bus, he says, take a good look at your kids now because they will be different and better people when they come back. Life's sometimes more real at Oswegatchie and more honest, and it's just a great experience for you and your students, your family. And it's a part of our ag community here in New York State. It's a great opportunity. It's not meant to be a burden. It's meant to be an opportunity. If you have any thoughts or questions about Oswegatchie, please give us a call at 315-346-1222. If you want to give us a call, do us a call. If you want to give us an email, info@oswegatchie.org is the best way to do it. There's 4 of us up here full-time working year-round to make Oswegatchie a successful place. We just want to share it with you. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Bill Waite, and I am out.